This is my second time recording this video because I wanted to inject a little bit more passion into it. So don't say I didn't ever do nothing for you. Anyways, roll the intro. So everyone lives in a house, I hope. Anyways, here's where I live. That's the purgatory realm, but this is my first time of the video series, so special. We're gonna look at houses today, but not just normal houses. We're going to look at the worst Airbnbs I can find in a specific location. So this location I'm going to bully in this video is, of course, Detroit. And today we're going to be finding out if it's true or not that you can't have shit in Detroit. So the first listing that I found is Gulsey bedroom in friendly, home-safe neighborhood. Now, aside from it looking like the only productive thing that you can do in that neighborhood is cook meth, let's take a look at the listing and give it a review. Looking at the pictures from the front view of the house, it looks like one of the kids got out of the basement again. Picture of a long-forgotten conquistador, gotta have it. What the hell happened there? There's a fucking hammer stuck to the top of the How the fuck does that happen? Very interesting art choice. Gotta love the patchwork of the areas where a shootout occurred. Moving on to the amenities, there's no carbon monoxide or smoke alarm. Now moving on to the first review, we have to establish a couple of things. There's going to be two criteria that our houses are going to, or Airbnbs are going to have to meet to be considered at least livable. Livable being above 10. So the first criteria is overall aesthetic of the house, and second criteria is livability overall. These points are going to be weighted differently. Livability has double the value of aesthetics, totaling to a point value of 30 total possible. So anything above 15 is good, 20 is great, 30 is perfect. So what I'm going to give this house, general aesthetics, they kind of suck. Looks more like that one house that you got right out of college. So, beer cans on the lawn and shit. So, aesthetics, I'm going to have to give it a 6, because Corona cans aren't very aesthetic. Next, for house kind of functionality, that kind of thing, it looks fairly livable if you can get over the vagina art in the kitchen. So that's going to be a fair 12 total. So, overall rating, we have an 18. It's perfectly livable, but not great. Next house. Now, unless you guys want me to have my life go entirely meta, living in basement affordable living number 6, and living only off of Life of Boris cooking videos, I'd appreciate it if you smack that big red angry subscribe button, because if you turn your phone to the left here, yep, look at that, it's just staring you down right there. Smack that bad boy till it turns gray. Turn on all notifications if you really like this video. Then, anyway, you'll be able to see all these sexy little notification banners whenever I release a new video. I try to improve the quality every time. So I hope to see you in the next video. Now, the next Airbnb we're looking at today is called Basement Affordable Living Number 6. Rather than the dubious number 6, all of its friends just call it shithole. So, you're probably wondering, why did I call it shithole? All the photos look very nice. There's not really anything bad to see from the photos. Well, the real gold lies in the comments, so fuck the pictures and description. They're not worth shit to us. But I'm only going to give you the highlights of the review. One person said it's good enough for the price, and another person left a very detailed review that reads like this: used condoms in the kitchen, used needles in the bedroom with a crack pipe, as well as stains on 2 sets of sheets made available to me was unacceptable. For future reference, there shouldn't be rust in the pots and pans either. Moreover, instead of screaming at me and using excessive profanity, it would have been nice to have a civil conversation about your mistake and how to improve the condition of my stay. You know how you see on Pinterest or fucking r/living space or some shit like that, people always say that their house has character? Your house has no character to it unless it has a literal fucking crack pipe in the bedroom, I think they said. And the owner of the house screams at you every time you say, "Hey man, can you wash the sink a little bit? It's getting a little crusty in there." But for the review board, The aesthetics look pretty nice, but judging by how this person said there was a fucking crack pipe in the house, I'm not sure how accurate those pictures are, so I'm going right down the middle with a 5 out of 10. As for livability, come on. That's a 5 out of 10 as well, going right down the middle there, because without all the condoms and biohazards, it probably would be a livable space, but in its current condition, you ain't living in there. It's the Chernobyl exclusion zone of house. So, overall, this one gets a 10 out of 30 possible score. Yikes, I would not want to be there at all. And oh man, it looks like our girl Jennifer here struck again with number 2, clean and affordable, private room. It makes sense to ramp down the reviews for the end of the video, and this one was generally reviewed well, except for some very in-depth reviews. This poor woman woke up to a slamming door at 5 a.m. Lion doesn't sound like a real person. This woman got all of her shower shit stolen, and one person said that they would recommend it if you're just staying one night. Great for the value, and apparently Jennifer was very pleasant to talk to this time around. What I would like to say though is that the room is extremely cold, no extra blankets, heat wasn't on, AC in the window was letting air inside, either way very cold. House was also very loud. When we arrived it was noisy. It was noisy in the morning before we got up. But most of all, I got woken up at 5 a.m. to someone slamming a door extremely loudly. Then I heard a man swearing and talking very loud and aggressively, on and off for an entire hour until it stopped. Lastly, this isn't a huge issue, and I understand that it's listed as towels not provided, but there wasn't even a hand towel in the washroom, which seemed a bit odd. Hopefully this doesn't happen all the time, but that's just what I experienced. The room itself were clean and comfortable. Do I really have to say anything for this one? Is there any joke I can make about this? Legitimately? No. Just clean and affordable living. Number 6. See you guys. Yeah, fucking leave a comment or something. Helps me out. See ya.